This is case number 2513680 People versus is it Meletta or Melita?
Melita.
Melita Bree Upson. And we're here for a pretrial conference. And Ms. Robinson, is there an offer that the people are making?
Yes, Your Honor. People have extended the offer that the defendant would plead to count 2. The people would dismiss count 1 and would offer a cap at the midpoint of the guidelines as they are scored at the time of sentencing. It appears that we did not, we changed this offer recently, did not rerun them. We estimate them to be probably 0 to 6 or 0 to 9.
It's plead count 1, dismiss count 2. It's got 9. Yeah. That's the mushrooms is count 1.
I apologize, Your Honor. It looks like that offer was updated from the last time it was put into our system. It is plead to count 1, dismiss count 2 with a cap at the midpoint. I believe the guidelines are 0 to 6.
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right. And Ms. Upson, do you wish to enter a guilty plea to that?
Excuse me?
Do you wish to enter a guilty plea?
I'm not sure. Like, I don't remember the counts or whatever.
The one was the mushroom, your plea,
Okay,
and then methamphetamine is being dismissed.
okay. And it says to plead guilty.
Yes. This is what we talked.
Okay. Yes.
He's not gonna let you plead if you're not 100% sure, so you might as well let him know. Right now, you look like you're vacillating between yes and no.
Oh, I kind of am because I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing, but.
So let's do this. So the proposal is for you to plead guilty to count 1, which reads as follows. That on or about August 19th, 2025, that you were in Merrill Township, Nuevo County, state of Michigan, and that you did manufacture and or create and or possess with the intent to deliver the controlled substance psilocybin. This is a felony which carries up to 7 years in prison and or a $10,000 fine plus cost. You understand count 1 and the maximum penalty.
I do.
If you plead guilty to that, you're dismissing count 2, which is the 10-year possession of methamphetamine. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You have a sentencing agreement that should be sentenced to no more than the midpoint of the advisory guidelines. You understand that?
Does that mean I have to go to jail?
No, it's a cap of the midpoint of the advisory guidelines. So the prosecutor has provided an estimate of 0 to 6. Your actual guidelines could be higher or lower than that.
Okay.
But let's just say, for example, that the guidelines are 0 to 6. But that means that you have a kind of a worst case scenario of 3 months in jail.
Okay.
Anywhere can be anywhere from 0 to 3 months. Understand that? And you won't know that until sentencing. Understand that? We'd also be consenting to a term of probation, and that's usually for 24 months. Understand that? All right. So is that your complete understanding of the plea offer that they've made to you?
Yes.
Have you had a chance to discuss that with Mr. Greer?
Yes.
Okay. And do you want to plead guilty or not guilty to that?
I plead guilty.
All right. Raise your right hand. You already sworn in? I don't think so.
No,
All
sir.
right. So do you solemnly swear, oath, or affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Now, do you understand that if I accept your guilty plea, that you're giving up your right to have a trial of any kind?
Yes.
You understand that you're giving up the rights that you would have at that trial?
Yes.
We provided those rights to you in writing.
I was reading over them, but yes.
Okay. Well, if you need more time, you can take the time to read those. Did you read that document?
Yes.
Did you understand those rights? Did you sign it?
Yes.
Has anyone threatened you to get you to make this plea? Has anyone promised you an outcome different than we put on the record? You enter in this plea of your own free will. You understand that if I accept your guilty plea, you're giving up the right to later claim that this plea was not your choice. You understand that I'm not bound by this plea agreement, but if I don't go along with it, you can withdraw your plea. Is that a yes?
Yes,
You now give up your right to have a trial of any kind, and all the rights that you would have at that trial, and do you still want to plead guilty? So on or about August 19th, 2025, were you in Merrill Township, Rico County, state of Michigan?
yes,
Did this take place at your home?
yes.
Okay. And were you growing psilocybin?
Yes.
Okay, tell me about that. Where was the grow operation?
It was just in my bedroom. It wasn't anything big. I think there was one mushroom growing on all the cakes that I had in there. I had like, I think they had 4 little cakes.
4?
Yeah, that you grow mushrooms on, and I had a small amount in a jar that I had picked up and dried out for myself, and it wasn't anything big, it wasn't anything extravagant, it's just I was doing it for education purposes, because I thought it was kind of cool to grow mushrooms, and it turned into this, so I
Okay. Were you going to share this mushrooms, or was it just gonna be all for you, or?
I have shared them with, you know, my friends and family or whatever. But I never got very many when I grew them, because I was learning and it's not easy to do. So, but yes, I did share them.
And how did you get into growing psilocybin?
Just I'm reading books on the internet. I've always liked science, and I just seen they do studies on mushrooms now, and I wanted to see if I could do it. So I tried, and I took them for depression and anxiety, and they're studying for that too. And they're also proven to, I brought you a magazine, but I don't know if you're interested in it, but they're also proven to reverse aging, and they use them to treat PTSD. They're legal in different states. They're decriminalized in Detroit. And I didn't really think I was harming anyone or harming anything by growing the mushrooms.
How'd you come to the attention of law enforcement?
There was a person that came to my house and was curious about the mushrooms and asked me if they could get some. And I said, well, you know, yeah, I said, I really don't want to sell them. I said, but I do have to pay, you know, to grow them. I have to buy everything for them, the toads, the substrate, you know, all of it. And so I said, you know, could you just give me some money towards what I have paid to grow them? And he said, yeah, not a problem. And then he came there and got them, and he was the only person that I gave them to. So I knew exactly who did it, like who told them.
Okay. Have you been in trouble with the law before?
No.
All right. Are the attorneys aware of any promises, threats, or inducements which have not been seen on the record?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
Is she competent to enter this plea?
As far as the people are aware, Your Honor.
She is, Your Honor.
Is the clerk file with MCR 6.302?
Court has, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
The court does find the plea to be knowing to involuntary and inaccurate. I'm going to refer her to the probation department for preparation of pre-sentence investigation report. We'll set sentencing for January 20th at 3 o'clock. So what's the story with the methamphetamine?
They found a dish when they were going through things in my bedroom, and I guess it had some residue in it, and that's what they found.
So were you a methamphetamine user too?
No, not really. I don't,
Either you are or you aren't.
well, I have used methamphetamine, yes,
Okay.
but I'm not a heavy user, and I haven't used it in, I don't even know how long it's been.
Weeks, month?
It's been months.
Months? Okay. right, well, I guess we'll get you a drug test today too. You have 35 bucks on you?
I do, but I don't have it on me.
Okay, in the car? Okay.
Well, it's on a card. I have to go get it. It's cash.
All right, how do you think that's gonna turn out?
Turn out.
Clean? No substances of any sort? No marijuana, no mushrooms, no methamphetamine, nothing, pills? Okay. All right, well, have a seat. We'll get you a drug test, talk to Mr. Zero. And not able to provide an adequate sample after, it's been an hour? So usually, Ms. Upson, when people don't give the sample within that period of time, it's because they don't want to, because they know they're gonna be positive.
Well, I peed a little bit, but it wasn't enough, and like, it would stop. And that happened twice, and I couldn't. But I am on my period, so it's kind of like. I have my anxiety, I don't know.
You got two choices. Give a sample or go to jail. What do you want to do?
Well, I want to try to get a sample. Do I go to her and do it, or I don't?
You can sit right here in the courtroom, keep drinking water, drinking water, drinking water, and we'll see if she can come back in an hour. If you don't give a sample by then, you're going to jail. Or we can just stop the nonsense. I know you're gonna be positive for drugs. You can just admit that, or we can get the test, whichever you want to do.
I really tried to go, and I do have marijuana in my system.
So there you go. See, that's not so hard.
And
That's why you're not giving a sample.
And I was scared. Cause I don't want to go to jail because my son gets off the bus at like 4 o'clock and I have 3 dogs and just,
Well, you got an hour. So drink all the water you can. Okay?
Do you have a medical marijuana card? I can revoke your bond just for that.
I know, I just wanted to be honest.
Do you want to go to jail now, or you want to try and pass the test?
I don't want to go to jail.
Right, we'll keep drinking some water. Don't leave the courtroom. And, don't leave the courthouse. You can refill your water bottle, but I'll give you until 4:15 to give an adequate sample for a test. If you don't give a sample by then, you're going to jail. What's that?
Can I smoke a cigarette outside?
Nope. 45 minutes. Drink up.
No.
Why?
I'm
That's all you have in your system.
That's all that I believe I have in my system. I haven't done any other things.
I'd wait, keep trying, because, sometimes they'll give you a pass on marijuana and say, don't do it again, we'll test you in 30 days. He's not really looking for marijuana. He's looking for other stuff. So if there's
I'm
other
looking for
stuff,
honesty is what I'm looking for, and I'm not getting.
I will not give you another dirty screen ever in my life.
I agree with that, because you're going to jail and you don't get drugs in jail. Don't give me that look. You lied to me. I asked you, are you gonna positive for anything? Marijuana, pills? No, nothing. Then, maybe I had a little bit of marijuana. That's it. And now you come back positive for meth. You were a liar. You're a liar. You're an addict. You're a criminal. And you're going to jail.
Can I?
okay,
Can you say, thank you, Judge, and go? Yes, that's what you can do.
they'll take that and